Hey everybody, welcome back to This Old Trike. Today we're talking about what I did earlier in the week. We're going to relive what happened Monday night, and it involves the machine that used to sit right here from my last video. If you recall, we brought home a 1985 CR 500 that had been converted to a three-wheeler with a Laeger swing arm and possibly a Laeger subframe. We weren't quite sure, but my buddy Ben reached out to me after I'd shared that, and he said, you know, that seems more like my collection than it does your collection. And I said, you could be right. So that started the conversation, and we made a deal. So that CR 500 conversion, that Widowmaker, has now gone to my buddy Ben's collection. But like I normally do, I killed three birds with one trip to New Jersey, and let me show you what started the trip. So if any of you out there are parents, and I think based on what my demographics show, a lot of you are, when you've got good kids, and all my kids are great kids, and the one behind me that is mowing the lawn, first mow of the year, it's May 8th today. We're just getting our first mow in here in upstate New York, the true upstate, not, you know, Poughkeepsie, Binghamton, or somewhere that's definitely not upstate. I've got one kid in particular who does whatever I ask and enjoys three-wheelers with me, and one thing he's been asking for is a Wave Runner. So I said, you know what? It's time. So I bought a Yamaha Wave Runner because I consulted with some friends of mine that have a few of these, and they said the Yamaha EX is a good model. I was recommended to not get the turbo, so I didn't. But this is what started our journey to New Jersey on Monday. Now, I'll give you a walk around. I don't know anything about this, but here's my walk around. So it's an EX Deluxe. It's blue. I didn't see many blue ones like this, so I thought it was quite sexy. I bought it with the Load Right two-place trailer because I said, you know, someday we'll probably have two. And we are prepared for that. Formerly part of the Beach Bums Jet Ski Club of New Jersey, not to be confused with other states. Fizzle Racing, if you know that crowd. Riva Racing, okay, sure. This is something here. I didn't even look in here. Oh yeah, look at that, a little compartment for your valuables. What else do we have? I had to Google it. It holds water right there. We've had a lot of rain. I think it's 1,049 cc. It's a 2018. It's rated for three people. You can fit three on it. Three's a lucky number. You can tow something. Here's my VIN if you want to steal my identity. Tom's River. That's in New Jersey. But it's a pretty nice unit. 59 hours. I paid $6,000 for it. Tell me, did I do all right? $1,500 for the trailer, $6,000 for the machine. Got to get it registered. No big bangs or bruises, but some battle scars, and I'm sure it's going to get more, knowing how Bennett treats his stuff, which is normally good. But so this is the reason I had to go to New Jersey, and then I had that conversation with Ben. So we're looking at a couple things here. This is part of the Ben deal. Okay, let's talk about the Ben deal. Came with this blanket. I don't want to drop these. I want to set them in here where it's safe. So when I uncover these, maybe you'll start to know what was involved in the Ben deal. Do you know what these are? These are fiberglass ATC 70 fenders That's a little scratch, I think. Fiberglass fenders that are in the shape of like a first gen 250R, because that's what you would get when you bought an A plus ATC 70 frame, which is what this is. That's a standard axle. Let me get these unloaded. These were part of the Matt deal. Matt saw these pop up for sale on Marketplace in New Jersey, asked if I'd be interested, and I said, if you know somebody that needs a set, and I said, I need a set. And here's why I need a set. This machine is a very nice 86, and it is going to donate its very, very nice fenders to my 88 Big Red project, which is in my shop right now, and has been for a couple years now. So this is going to donate its fenders and anything else it might need, I might need for that build. And then I'm going to be left with a very nice chassis with no rims and tires and no fenders, and I'll have the gas tank, which is not going to be used. That chassis on that machine is nicer than my Big Blue chassis, so my Big Blue fenders and tank and whatnot and tires and rims are going to come over to this chassis. And then this chassis will be naked, but I don't want to keep it. I don't need it. So these fenders that we're unloading right now are going to go on the Big Blue, making it back into a Big Red. So has both kicker covers. The rear fenders are in good shape. Got the mud flap, but no side trim, no big cracks or anything. We just unloaded the front fender and trunk lid. These were $400. Can't beat it. Matt went and picked them up for me. He was going to ship them to me, but before shipping happened, the deal happened. So this gets hidden by the mud flap. If that's the worst of it, we're doing pretty good. And then there's that. So we're going to end up with that Big Blue with OEM fenders on it, a nice steel tank. They make 3D printed fender trims. I think I've got a spare mud flap. You know, you can't even, well, I guess you can. That little piece of plastic there that's broken. We'll see if we can fabricate something to make it look a little bit better. So Matt brought us those. And then there's this. This is the top triple for the A+. There's the suspended forks for the A+, the frame and the axle. But wait, there's more. Let me take my tonneau cover off. So, some of this is the Matt deal. But these tires and rims Ben had acquired for this build. So, Scorpions on some gold rims, aluminum, and a motor, missing some stuff, but better than no motor, you know. So that concluded the Ben deal with the A+. Matt had agreed to bring up the fenders as we've unloaded over there, and he said, hey, you need any 350X stuff? And you know, you always need some stuff, but knowing what you need is sometimes difficult. So he said, I got a bunch of stuff. I'll bring a little bit of everything. You can tell me what you want. I said, yep, bring it, and I'll probably just throw a number at you and maybe buy it all. So let's see what's in Matt's batch of goodies here. So this is a PC vapor hone. That's your oil filter cover. Sun-checked headlight bezel. I was trying to, almost looked pink. Had me thinking it was a Meyer, but it's just seen a little bit too much sun. Some OEM 85 tank shrouds, a couple tail lights, one with a bracket. Can't remember what this is off of, a 185S or a 200, something. A little stiff. 350X. That's not 350X. I don't believe. No, I don't know what that is. Have any numbers on it? This is 350X snorkel tube, isn't it? Hard telling sometimes. 350X or similar gas cap. He said this is a Lone Star carrier. Pretty awesome. 350X complete engine bolt kit, stainless. I won't give you his address, but alloy bolts, Ruskin, Florida, is where that came from. 223 cycles, 223cycles.net, our friend Curdy Eldridge. Some dust seals. Pretty sure that's 350X. Yeah, 350X seals. Curdy always writes that up, so I bet these came from Curdy. He always labels things. So all this Honda hardware is in labeled bags. So some bearings, some seals, radiator guard, brake hose, you know, may or may not be usable. It's got a kink in it. What's that? This was a nice one. The cylinder. Here's how the deal went down. It was pretty funny. Three of us in Dodge Rams in a church parking lot. Check out how the deal went down. So we just rolled the 500 into the back of a local Legends truck here. We're having a Dodge Ram owner three-way here at the local church parking lot on a Monday night. That's what us guys do.
Three-way at the church.
Yep.
Sweet. Only way to do it.
Well, I just bought a Yamaha, so that's my new Wave Runner behind Ben. Selling Hondas, buying Yamahas. This whole night makes perfect sense. But everyone knows Matt Coggs, Garage MC. Like and subscribe. And Ben,
What's going on?
you can find him on Instagram. But he might be gonna do this 500 justice here. So.
What did you say?
What did you say?
What'd you say? What did you say?
What did you say?
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
It's in good hands. It's like Allstate. But we got a lot of more dealing to do, so I'm gonna put the camera down and get to work. The parts are flying fast and furious here. If you are a diligent student of three-wheelers and you can identify this, you'd get an A+ in school. That's like a three-wheeler dad joke, Ben. Did you get it?
I got it.
All right. I tried. We're loading things up. In the front seat, I have a special package with fenders for the A+ ATC 70. Do you know what years they sold these? No? Okay. Ben's busy. All right. I'll get busy too. Church parking lot shopping continues. Out of the 350X bargain bin at the church bazaar, we've got a nice high flight seat foam with high flight seat cover. Not the big obnoxious thick high flight. Then we got your run of the mill China seat cover and a Foreworks seat cover that Matt had custom made. Then a bunch of mix and match, a really nice condition. Where's my flashlight? Cylinder. Lots of goodies. And a bottom end, and a carrier, and a partridge, and a pear tree. And more stuff up there. I think we did all right, guys. All right. Honda hardware not even open. ATD ATC front axle for a 350X. Motor mounts, powder coated. Got some pitting, but still, if you don't have them, good to have them. Pivot bolt, the front motor mount bolt, unopened Honda bolts. You know, this is a treasure trove. If you've taken apart a couple 350Xs, you can identify pretty much everything you're looking at. Chain slide, skid plate, rubbers, more hardware here. Lots of stuff. And then in this bag is a whole bottom end. Let's clear this up and bring that forward. And this is a bottom end. 86 style switch, 85 style switch. I think Matt said this was an 85 bottom end, but these are threaded. And I think they're only threaded on an 86 because the clutch cable comes around and there's a bracket that normally mounts there. We can check this VIN to see if it's 86 or not, but pretty sure that's an 86 bottom end. In here, we got some masters. Oh, we're losing stuff out of the bottom. It's falling into the bottom end. That's not good. Some master cylinders. What's in here? Oil pumps. Trunk out of a 250 ES Big Red. Heat shield. 85 to 88 250 ES Big Red. And a red kicker. Look at that. Ain't it great? And that's it. And these 3 seat covers. Here's your standard China seat cover. Your Foreworks custom 350X seat cover. He says he took measurements and believes this will fit. Maybe we'll try and pop that on the 350X that Bennett is riding. He might like that. And then a high flight, but not the super thick seat. High flight seat cover. The pan on this isn't ideal up here, so I think I have a seat pan. The studs look good, surprisingly, but the pan is just like not good. It's weird. It's like the foam goes past the pan. That's weird. Well, anyway, that's the haul. Those things, the A+ from Ben, the fenders, that A+ fender, that's a reproduction, and then this bin of goodies. Left work at 4:30, drove down 3.5 hours to New Jersey, got the Wave Runner, did this deal, and I was back by 2 in the morning. Took a quick nap and went to work. What am I doing? If you've had nights like that, make sure you leave a comment. Let us know some of your crazy deals. As we end, let me go get my book and we'll check this part number real quick so we can sleep at night tonight. Honda Motorcycle Identification Guide. This is 1959 to 2000. You can find these on eBay. Most of it's motorcycles, but there's a section back here for ATVs, and it's broken up based on displacement. So we gotta go pretty far to get to the 350s. Ooh, 89 250R. Let's see. But they'll give you frame VINs and engine VINs. I think I bought this for like $60, but they're going for, last time I looked, quite a bit more these days. All right, 85 engine TE08E 5 and up, and then this 86 is 51 and up. 51. This is an 86 bottom end. That's cool. That's very cool. We all know that 86 is the better looking and just better more desirable machine. So that jug that came in my haul is off of one of these. So interesting how they denote the engines. Anyway, so this video shows what you know, a father or a parent will do for their kids when their kids are respectful. So if you're a kid out there, be respectful to your parents. If they ask you for something, do it out of the goodness of your heart, because when you do that stuff, your parents want to do good things for you. And this will show what a dad will do for himself while he's doing something good for his kid. So if you've ever done something crazy like this, make a comment, let us know, like and subscribe, hit the share button, whatever all the things are, and make sure you go over to Garage MC, give him a follow, subscribe, click the bell. He's a great guy. Thank you, Matt, for running all these parts up and doing me a good deal. And I think that's it. Stay tuned to see how my field frames up for my event, Wheeler Palooza, in August. Lots of things going on. Trike Fest in June, Wheeler Palooza in August. So many things. We don't lack for projects. Bennett and I are going to be finishing up his ATC 70. I'll give you a sneak peek of that real quick, and then we'll close this thing out. So we've been working on this for about a week now. We should be finishing it up this weekend. This will probably be Sunday's video. Just a sneak peek. We'll see you next time.